Sometimes whenever, you're creating content, what you want to do is step outside and take a chance to breathe it in. I'm going to be a little philosophical today. Sometimes whenever, you're creating content, what you want to do is step outside and take a chance to breathe it in. I'm going to be a little philosophical today. I want to do like a little quick channel update and sort of talk to you about some of the things that, been going on. I had made a decision from deep conversation with family, friends, my general crew, that I should go and talk to therapists. And so I went, and it turns out something that I kind of always known but never been diagnosed, and was always a little leery about talking about it because me, I'm a believer of people who sort of self-diagnose. Some people make claims of something they don't have, and that diminishes from the people that actually have it, right? So like, I'm never going to say like I have anxiety when I don't really have anxiety. I might be anxious about a situation, which is super rare for me, but I would never just say like, oh, I have anxiety, or, claiming to have OCD when you really don't have OCD. That kind of stuff, gets a little played out, and people sort of desensitize the words. Like, yeah, I'm not even, I love the beat, but not even a super fan of the anxiety song, right? Because it is making people start to use that word the way that you guys use imposter syndrome, which again, just means insecure. But I went and I did the testing, and yeah, it was a little trippy because of the stigmatism and our community, males, our community, people of color. It's the huge stigmatism behind going and talking to a therapist. It's a sign of almost giving up. And super competitive person, never like to feel like words that we're not supposed to say anymore. I would just deal with it. I had coping mechanisms that I've been coping with since, 70s. One thing that was kind of neat was after taking the test and starting to get an understanding of why I have these weird cyclical things, where my like musical Tourette's comes from, where my hyper focus on stuff that doesn't matter sometimes, or hyper focus on organizing something, but then don't go back and use the tool. Like, buying a bunch of bins and then get halfway through organizing. And then the last 5 of them are just doom boxes. You know what I mean? Just grab everything, throw it into a box and call that organized. Yeah, there's reasons for all of that. So I guess this is more or less a shout out that even if you're of a certain vintage, even if you made it this far, it's at least worth going to check it out. You may be surprised. Today was first day taking Adderall, something I never thought I would do. And strangely enough, there's a level of clarity. It's a different, yeah, it's a different day. And now I'm going to go into this deeper sort of therapy and talk to my therapist about, things that went on in life that like always just bottled up and buried deeply and things like that. And I guess the important side of it is these are the things that can sort of squelch your creativity. But I think I was always worried about, I've known about things like Adderall and Xanax, and what was the old school one we used to do? Valium. I always saw movies or TV shows or people that that they take that kind of stuff and they go into zombie mode. So I was always worried that going to see a therapist, one, I was worried that they're going to tell me, yeah, you're batshit cray. The other thing I was worried about is they were going to put me on some medication that took away my creative power. I ended up talking to a friend who said, yeah, some days they needed to quiet their brain down and they can become more creative. But they said some days you can take it and it does actually, steal your sunshine, for lack of a better word. So this is where you have a doctor so you can play it by ear. So I don't suggest that you go and just do this by yourself. I don't suggest you keep fighting it. And I know just from some of you people that I know personally, but conversations that we have online, conversations in the chat. Yeah, I heard so many people talk about it, and I had a buddy of mine who were basically the same age, and she was brave enough to go in and get checked out, and they told her, yeah, you fully have ADHD. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give up and finally give up the ghosts, and I'm going to go and see something about it. All right, this is editor Doc here. I want to make an edit statement. I realized in going through what I just said, I said that I gave up and decided to get therapy. I don't want you to take that as a loss. I want you to see that as I gave up my pride or holding back or being a curmudgeon. I made a decision, which I think is a great decision, which is why as I keep going, I will encourage you. If this is you, you need to do the same. So don't take it as a loss. Take it as a positive. And I can't wait to see the new things that come out of me or that come out of you. So I just wanted to clarify that. And then we'll go back to the other weird dude talking to you. And yeah, I'm actually glad I did. I feel like a huge weight off my shoulder. And I wasn't even sure if I was going to share this, but I wanted to share this because I know there's somebody else that are having these thoughts too. And I always do these videos, and at the end I say, I don't know who needed to hear this, but if it was you, let me know in the comments. This time you don't have to say anything in the comments, but call somebody. Go see your PCP, your primary care physician. If you don't have one of those, there's services like BetterHelp, maybe even locally in your community. There's, community run services you can go to. If you don't have insurance, now mental health is becoming almost like a buzzword, but it's good that it's finally coming to light. Because like I said, in our community, as men, as people of color, or even people of a certain vintage, we're like, I've been doing it right my whole life. Why do I need to get help now? Yeah, get help now. So I'm super interested in seeing where this journey takes us. And whatever I feel comfortable with sharing, I will share with you, because I hope this not just inspires somebody else, but make somebody else actually get up and go. I'm not a big fan of inspiration, because inspiration without perspiration is aspiration, which looks like desperation. So, I don't inspire you. I want you to get up, pick up the phone, and call somebody. If any of this sounds like you, maybe just drop a strong in the emojis section in the comments to let me know that you're either riding with me or support-wise, understand-wise, could be you. That way we all know who's on the same boat. I really don't want people to confess their problems. You don't have to be me. But yeah, I just wanted to come and tell you guys, because I don't know, things might get different. Maybe this new high focus might make me start to create more. And I hope it fixes some of my patience, because I have very much lack of patience when people don't do what they're supposed to do. So yeah, I'm confessing like Usher. This is my confession. And again, I don't know who needed to hear this, but if it was you, you get a hug from me. If you like this video, press the like button, press the subscribe button, ring the notification bell. And I'm going to walk it out, finish beach walking. And right about now, the algorithm is going to show you another video I think you should watch. And I agree with him.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet, maneuver in silence to let them in talk.